All right, let's get right into it, guys. Two subjects, both related. One person needs to stay out of it. Let's go.
ABC 7 Chicago. Now,
Kyle
turning up the park,
Rittenhouse.
speech off.
Sorry about that. My thing is going crazy here. The Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. The Waukesha, Wisconsin Christmas parade horror that happened over the weekend. One person who does not need to open his mouth is Dr. Phil. Yep, I'm going to say it again, folks. Why should he get involved in either one of these subjects? Waukesha, Wisconsin needs to turn this man down. He's got to turn him down. They've got to turn him down. This is not something for Dr. Phil to get his nose into. There are other means of counseling Waukesha, Wisconsin. Dr. Phil McGraw is not one of them. He's never going to be one of them. He will only hurt you. I don't know how many times I got to say this. He's only there to make a buck off of you and everything like that. He's only there to make a buck off of you. As a matter of fact, he's getting sued right now. Right now by Hannah Archuleta. Hannah Archuleta was a teen who was recommended to one of his ranches in Utah. And she's suing Phil and CBS, which she should, for the treatment that this ranch did to her. And all I have to say to Hannah Archuleta, don't give up. Don't settle out of court. Go all the way. Go all the way, Hannah. Now back to the subject at hand. What happened Sunday night was not a tragedy. It was an abomination. And this is an abomination that Phil doesn't need to get involved in. But the mainstream media thinks differently, and I'll tell you how. They think differently because they're giving Darrell Brooks Jr., the 39-year-old person who plowed into the crowd, into the parade in Waukesha, who is doing court today, and who's had a long history of violence, has been out on bail twice. The mainstream media is giving him a platform, and that's only feeding Phil's need for to get more greedier and make money off of it and exploit the residents of Waukesha for his precious ratings. Hear me. Listen to me, Waukesha. You will be exploited if you go to this man. Get that through your head, Waukesha. My heart is with you. We are with you as Americans. But just because President Joe Biden weighed in on it and said something about it, in which he should have, doesn't give Dr. Phil McGraw any leverage or any reason to do that. None. Why should Waukesha, Wisconsin go to this guy? This is how evil the mainstream media is, because, Phil's part of the mainstream media. I did a poll on Twitter, on the Boycott Dr. Phil Twitter page, and I ran a poll about the next subject I'm going to get involved in. And I'm going to tell you about another poll that I'm running right now, and I'll tell you more about that here in just a minute. But as you know, Kyle Rittenhouse was found guilty on all counts of shooting and killing some protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin last year. And this I'm very upset about. And I think all of you should be upset about this as well. And I really can see Dr. Phil actually saying something to the point where we are all so stupid to react the way that we are to this verdict and how we are treating Kyle Rittenhouse. Well, you know what? Watch it happen and then watch him get a lot of backlash and no action freaking taken. None. And I ran a poll about that on Boycott Dr. Phil Twitter page. 3 people voted. I thank you for your no votes. I thank you for voting, period, to the 3 of you. Well, 2 of you, myself included, I guess, because I went to my regular Twitter page and voted. But 2 other votes. So I thank the 2 other people, but still, it's pathetic. It's pathetic because we need reactions here. More than just 2 people, that's a testament that nobody gives a shit about Phil walking all over this country and walking all over the American people and judging them on his shit show. And you know what, people? I may as well shut the Boycott Dr. Phil page down because of that. Because you really don't give a shit. America doesn't care. They just love it and everything. And the media is just wanting Dr. Phil to go, oh, well, I'll just go and go to Waukesha, Wisconsin, and then I'll exploit everybody and everything like that and do a show and get my ratings. This is why Waukesha, Wisconsin has got to stand tall and run like hell from this joke of a fraud, of a shrink. I can't say this enough. Other means of counseling. Other means of getting help. Going on national television on a talk show with a so-called shrink who's been practicing without a license for how long now? It stinks to high hell. The whole thing stinks. And you really are stupid if you think that Dr. Phil will help people. You really are. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anybody says. If you want to disagree with me, you want to go in the comments and shoot down my argument, go right ahead. But you know what? I will respond right back. And let me tell you something, folks. Start caring about how evil Phil is. It's very relevant. I don't care if you say it's irrelevant. It is very relevant. So we need to start getting letters out to Dr. Phil to stay out of Wisconsin. He has no place in Wisconsin. The Bay State does not want him. He has no say in the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. He has no say in the abomination that happened with the Christmas parade in Waukesha. The Bay State does not want Dr. Phil McGraw. End of discussion. Need I say more? Wisconsin, Kenosha, Waukesha, Wisconsin, Kenosha, Wisconsin. Why should you go to a guy who's out for money and not out for you? Think about that. Folks, thanks for watching tonight or today or whatever time you're on. And I will see you later. Have a great day.